Hi, so right off the bat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away the EcoFoam recipe for free. I'm not going to do it in this video. The video where the recipe is going to be on the members channel. I'm going to talk a bit about EcoFoam here, a bit how we've developed it, some of the things that we did with it, some of the things it can do, and some of the ways that we made it. That's what I'm going to talk about here. The actual recipe itself, skip over to the members channel. The recipe will be there in detail. Now, if you remember, and we've done quite a lot of videos on this because we did quite a lot of work on it, we originally supplied it in tablet form and then we started supplying it in these powder sachets. The tablet actually we made on this thing, which is a tablet press. We had to have an insert made, and that was a 20mm by 6mm insert. We had to have that made, but that churned out a couple of thousand an hour of the tablets. But then we moved on to sachaying it, and we just put them in sachets because it was a bit easier, really. But we quite liked the tablets, and we used that press to do it, but the sachaying was just much easier to dose. It's easier to package, actually, if it's in a powder than it is in a tablet, which is kind of cool. All you do with this stuff is add it to water, and there's enough there to make 250 millilitres. So that will fill that. Now, it's an obvious advantage. You're shipping that instead of that, which is going to be a minimum. This is 5 grams. It's going to be a minimum of 300 grams. The weight saving is just enormous, really. Now, Sam did an awful lot of work on this. You might remember she was basically cleaning everything. If it moved, cleaned it. If it didn't move, cleaned it. Just cleaned everything, and just testing what it would actually clean. It did amazing things, actually. It would descale, it would degrease, it would clean upholstery and carpets and spot clean, as well as cleaning your hands. I originally developed this, actually, because I was working in my kitchen, and working on graphene, of course, means everything gets black, and so I needed a way to clean that up, and that's why I formulated this. When I first tested it, what I did was mix the graphene with some grease and wipe it along cupboard doors in my kitchen. And I stood there with this big black streak, and I thought, yeah, I hope that cleans off. Because at that time, you don't know. And I thought, well, what the hey, it's only £80 a door. So I put it cleaned up absolutely beautifully, and that's where it started from. And we did a fair amount of work with it. We have made sales on this. We have actually progressed it. But of course, we're in an odd and unusual situation at the moment. At the moment, with the lockdown everywhere, I'm the only one at work right now. There's nobody else here. And I thought, well, I'm sitting on this, and that's not a good thing. So I decided rather than just sit on it, I'd just give it away. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it away. So it's really, really simple. If I open one of these sachets, nope, says he. That's what the powder looks like. A bit like sherbet, actually. And you just put it into a bottle of some description. This is going to be a challenge, obviously. I should have thought about this before. There we go. Yeah. Add 250 millilitres of water. Give it about 5 or 10 minutes and it'll go clear like that. So when I squeeze this, actually, it foams out. There we go. We get a cleaning foam. And that cleans absolutely beautifully. Now, we did go to the trouble of having the MSDS, the TDS done on this. We did actually put it through the portal, the government portal, to make sure it was safe as a cosmetic. So we have actually done all of that stuff. Now, you making it yourself, you couldn't rely on that. All I'm saying is that this stuff is nice and perfectly safe, and we've had all the tests done on it, but you couldn't rely on that. If you're making it yourself, you're going to have that done again for yourself, because that relies on your manufacturing condition as well as the chemical ingredients that go in there. So you can't rely on that stuff. But it was, or is, an awesome product. I'm doing nothing with it but sitting on it. Going to give it away on the members channel, so jump on over there, and that's where the entire recipe will be. Anyway, I hope this is of interest to you, and thank you very much for watching.